Hello, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price updates. In this video, I want to show you two scenarios. One of them we already saw in the previous videos, and the second one that I worked on it yesterday, which is kind of a start of the bearish scenario. I mean bearish slash bullish, because we might have finished this bullish trend now, and we might go down in a wave 2. But first, let me move on with our previous bullish scenario, where we have three impulses inside each other. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for the teal, and for the orange we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and finally for the green we have 1, 2, 3, and we are looking for a wave 4 and move on with one final wave 5 in green to finish this bullish scenario. Now, what happened yesterday in the price action, we were looking for the wave C to be accomplished since yesterday. However, the price was a little bit shaky and volatile, where we see a high volume again on the upside trend. However, the price couldn't reach the higher high. Instead, it has reached the 886 Fibonacci level, which means that the price would come back to take, of course, this high and even go higher to the highest price that this scenario can have. However, before reaching this high, I think that we need a one wave still, which is the wave 4, which is a C of an ABC, right? A flat. We are still with the same scenario where the wave 3 has finished here, and we are looking at a flat A, B, and C. So the C has started kind of with a smaller impulse that might end, of course, with a, I don't know, ABC as well, or 3 waves. But however, if it ends up with a 3 wave, that means our wave 5 could have reached this high here. Sorry, it's this one here. Then we have to move our wave 5 and 3 to this place so far. But if the price goes directly or impulsively towards the target of wave 4, then we keep our 5 and 3 over there. Why I'm telling this? Because it makes difference, of course, if we finish this with a 5 waves or if we finish it with 3 waves. If we finish it with 3 waves, that means this section would be the only correction there, would be the only wave 4. If we finish it with 5 waves, that means this whole section is the wave 4, starting from that point. So that is a difference. But for us, it doesn't make now a lot of difference, because in both scenarios we're going down, right? We are aiming to the wave 4 target at this level, which is the minimum target at 0.23 Fibonacci for $65,160,000, right? This is our first scenario target. The second target is at 63,100 almost. Preferably that we reach this level, yeah, because when we have several 4 waves, several waves of 4, it is preferably the last wave, the main wave 4, it is preferably that it reach back again the other 4 waves, right? So it is preferably that they are on the same level. Therefore, I'm expecting to reach the target 2. However, be cautious and keep watching what's happening in this area. If the and of course count the wave. Now, when we reach this area, of course, I'm gonna make a video and reanalyze what's happened in this section to make sure if we have finished the wave C or we are still looking for more down, right? So this is the thing. For that scenario, I think it's still very valid, and we are still looking for a wave 4 and then wave 5. Now, the next scenario that I have in my pocket here is, one moment, yeah. So the second scenario that I'm looking at is, rather than having several impulses, I considered that this is a diagonal, yeah, 3, 4, and 5, okay? And I consider it as just wave 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4, main 4, and then we have finished our wave 5 there, okay? So this is the difference. I know that it is a little bit tricky, and both are valid, and this is a point where, yeah, it's not easy to define if we can, it's not easy to know which scenario exactly only when we reach this area. So in both scenarios, we are looking down now, right? The previous scenario and this scenario, we are looking down. For this scenario, the supports and the resistance might have, we already have a resistance here, yeah, which is 0.78, and also the 0.886 here. So this is already a support here, a resistance. So what we are looking for, if we have finished this impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then we are looking now already for a wave 2. And the minimum requirement for wave 2 is the 0.38, right? Now, the tricky thing again between both scenarios, because this is a valid target for a wave 2, and at the same time it is a valid price, for wave 4 in the previous scenario. Therefore, it is a little bit tricky to know what's gonna happen here. However, in both scenarios, we are looking for a bounce, right? Now, if the bounce happen, and of course we're gonna have a higher high, because the previous scenario we already took the 8.8 here, right? The 0.88 Fibonacci. So we are looking for higher anyway. If the price reached over this resistance, right, and over this yellow trend taken from the daily chart, there, if you can see, I took this trend line from this point to this point to that point here and that point. And we can see also our price, the last price, has exactly matched with these points here, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? And 5. So basically those 2 points have maybe overshooted, but maybe this is a real trend line resistance. So that's why I took it there. However, if we reach over it, if we could break it over this resistance and even reach higher, then I would say that we are already in a new bull run, okay? That means this could be wave 2 here, right? It is very possible that it is wave 2. Now also there is a slight difference. So if we take also the wave 4 Fibonacci retracement, now you can see some slight differences, okay? You can see that the fib level of the wave 4, okay, are higher than the fib level of the wave 2, of course. And also it's a signal. If the price bounces from this line here, then this is the wave 4. Or if it bounces from the 23, the early 23, then we are still in wave 4. Also, it's a signal. So I'm gonna watch this, we're gonna watch this, of course. and to get much better information. But this is how much critical now the prices are to predict, right? So we are a little bit between a wave 4 or between a wave 2, and both are very close to each other's. And because of the strong bullish trend, it is very, very expected that wave 2 to be very shallow. However, I remember now that the last week we got a CME gap on the future. So I'm gonna go to this one, BTC, one CME. So as you can see on the BTC CME, you can see on the daily chart or on the hourly chart, it doesn't matter, let's keep it here. We can see a gap. This gap has been made since the last week. And normally every gap happens in the CME, Bitcoin tends to recover, okay? For example, also the first of this week, we got a gap and look how it has recovered again. So I keep this gap in mind the whole time, and I'm keep it here. I see this only as a wave 2, okay? This is how I see it. This is how I read it. So what I'm expecting is that once we finish this bull trend, I'm expecting a wave 2 to cover this gap, all right? Well, it might be, and it might leave it even for months. It doesn't matter, right? So it's not necessary to cover it directly. It might make a bull trend again and go down, right? So yeah, nothing is 100%. But however, this gap should be closed at the end. And the close gap is at 58,700 or 800 almost. So I took this, by the way, this gap, I put the Fibonacci level, and yeah, I saw a perfect target area for a wave 2 even, which is between the 0.61 and the 0.78 Fibonacci level, which is the perfect common target for a wave 2. Therefore, keep this in mind for the next move for Bitcoin after the bull trend finishes. Let's go back to our scenario here. Yeah, so the gap is somewhere here. The CME gap finishes somewhere here, all right? So I know that I said that it might be a shallow retracement. That's why I'm saying everything is possible with Bitcoin. And then we move up again with the new bull trend and then move down like, I don't know, fast to 58 again to close this gap, right? Normally when we close the gap even, Bitcoin tends to go very bullish after closing the gap also. Yeah, so these are the scenarios. To recap, in this scenario, we have just one bullish impulse, all right? And we are looking for a wave 2 at 0.38 Fibonacci level, which is 62,700. Be in mind that it might go down to 58,000 almost to close the CME gap, all right? This is the recap of the scenario. The second scenario, in recap, is this one, where we're gonna have the three impulses, yeah, and we are aiming for a wave 4. The wave 4 has two targets. The first one is at 65,100, and the second target is at 63,100. We are looking for a wave 5 after, retaking this high since we took the 8.8 Fibonacci level and testing the trend line resistance with the yellow line that I marked there. For more information, in this pitchfork that I create using the 1-2 scenario, yeah, this is 1 and this is 2, 3, 4, 5, we can see the price has rejected yesterday exactly in the middle of the trend line. Yeah, we have retested the mid trend line and we have rejected. Bitcoin has rejected, and now we retest the mid of that channel here, and then we are looking forward now to get out of the channel, because this is what normally happens when we reach wave 4. Yeah, wave 4 normally tends to go out of the channel, and then with the wave 5 it tends to come back to the channel, to the mid one, and finish the impulse. So this is how the scenario would happen with a channeling strategy. All right, this is for more information. It shows us how the things are working perfectly inside this channel. We have retested yesterday and then we rejected. So yeah, we are expecting that we are in level 4. This is a confirmation kind of. For more, also for the point of control, we have 2 points of control. By the way, we have many points of controls here. This is a very strong price area for Bitcoin, and you can see how much it is struggling, and we start to see some weakness there because there are many price of control here for the whole trend on the daily chart, right? So if we take this at least a 1, okay, you can see that this point of control has been rejected. You can see that it has worked like to reach over it, but if you take another price of control, you will see that the price of control move higher and higher. Therefore, there are many point of control. If you change this point of control in different range, look at the second one. We have one exactly here, which now it became here. So these point of control, of course, change with time, with time and volume of traders which enters the market, right? So nothing is all. You see, this one is lower. So this whole box is full with point of control. So therefore, this is a huge resistance, invisible resistance, I would say, that we might not see, but it is there. And that's why Bitcoin is struggling now. And of course, in that case, he can be able to move on with the wave 4, right? For more evidence that the wave 4 might reach this area is also the second point of control, because what Bitcoin tends to do is testing the point of controls up, testing it. If it doesn't work, then it moves down, testing the lower one, and then move up and break the other one, right? So this is how it works. It bounces between those point of controls, and so this is it. These are the updates for Bitcoin. I hope you like it, and if you did, please press the like button and don't forget to subscribe so I keep moving on with these videos, updates videos for you guys. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.